heights by great men reached and kept were not attained by sudden flight, but they, while their companions slept, were toiling upwards through the night.
Greetings everyone, I am Orlando Smith, your first Deputy Head Boy and a member of the Acosta Club football team. And welcome to the Old Harbour High School.
Good morning, my name is Linton Weir and I am LASCO Principal of the Year 2019. But am I LASCO Principal of the Year 2019? Shouldn't I be saying LASCO Principal of the Year 2019 all the way up to 2022? And the reason for saying that is simply because while it is that LASCO would have awarded Principal of the Year, this time around my award is a little bit different. Because while I was awarded LASCO Principal of the Year 2019, then the pandemic came. The pandemic lasted for 2 years. And because the pandemic have lasted for 2 years, I have been serving in this capacity for the past 3 years. Which means that I'm a little bit different, extremely special. LASCO Principal of the Year for me was very, very good. It's a very good reign that I would have had. What are some of the things that I was able to get done? Initially, my plan was to ensure that I embark upon serious technology here at Old Harbour High School. Here at Old Harbour High School, we have a massive plant, massive student population. We're talking about a student population of 2,500 students, 133 teachers. So I would have put plans in place to ensure that we embark seriously on a technological program. And as it relates to that, I started out looking at technology. But which part of technology did we decide that we would look at? We have taken the decision that we would look to put in place multimedia projectors. Because when you look at what is happening now, our students, they learn quite differently. And chalk and talk, that's an old method of technology. So we would have decided that we are going to be working, utilizing the multimedia projectors. What did we do? We were able to install 30 multimedia projectors in our classrooms and labs. That by itself for us was very, very good. A very expensive venture it was, but I was able to sell the vision to my board, and my board decided that, look here, let's invest in that. And then shortly after investing in that, then the pandemic came. With the pandemic, I think we were able to survive the pandemic as it relates to the teaching and learning process. Because here it is, we would have started the project by putting in place the technology in terms of the multimedia projector. And then when the pandemic came on, I was able to involve our teacher of the year, Ms. Maladi. And Ms. Maladi would have provided us with 3 online training exercises for our teachers. So our teachers were very equipped going into the pandemic. And that when you look at it, the pandemic lasted 3 years. So our teachers were armed to take care of the teaching learning process, utilizing the technology, having great understanding of how the technology works. Separate and apart from the technology itself, because with the pandemic, things changed a little bit. And that by itself would have allowed me to make some changes as it relates to my project. What did I do? Well, with the pandemic, our students were at home, and we recognized that our students were having serious challenges, especially those students on the PATH program. Because our students on the PATH program, they were not able to come into the physical space so that they could obtain their meals. What did we do as a school? As a school, I communicated with LASCO. And in communicating with LASCO, I asked of LASCO, is it possible for you to provide us with care packages? What was the answer? Certainly, yes. And LASCO provided us with care packages, and we were able to invite our students in and their parents, and we were able to provide them with care packages so that they could have food while we were there in the pandemic. Separate and apart from LASCO, I was able to communicate too with Food for the Poor, and Food for the Poor assisted us with care packages. Not just LASCO, not just Food for the Poor, but there are other individuals who operate local businesses here in Old Harbour, and they came to our aid as well by providing us with those packages. And we were able to feed feed our young people. We were able to feed our children and provide their parents with care packages as well. I moved further from school, and I moved further into the community, where I went into church as well. I'm speaking specifically of the Old Harbour Baptist Church. And with gifts from Food for the Poor, we were able to provide care packages for members of the Old Harbour Baptist Church as well, because the pandemic did not just affect our students, it also affected adults as well, and we tried as best as we possibly could to ensure that we were able to take care of pretty much everyone. Outside of that, I recognized that there was a challenge in the Old Harbour Baptist Church where an individual was being affected, not able to walk, and we were able to put together a ramp for him so that he could enter his dwelling place. And when I talk about the church itself, it's not just myself who would have participated in the project, because I'm a part of the Old Harbour Baptist Brotherhood, and I partnered with them to ensure that we were able to reach out to our brother. So in a nutshell, I was able to involve technology in our school. I was able to provide meals and other resources for our students during the pandemic, and I was also able to ensure that Old Harbour Baptist Church members were able to be taken care of. LASCO have done a wonderful job. I think the award itself, where we have the LASCO Principal of the Year, the LASCO Teacher of the Year, I think it is a great initiative put together by LASCO and the Ministry of Education. I want to use the opportunity to say thanks to LASCO, and I wish the company the very, very best moving forward. Not too sure who's going to be the winner this year, but whosoever emerges as winner, congratulations, and let's continue to support LASCO and the Ministry of Education. I wish the Ministry of Education and LASCO the very, very best moving forward as we continue to train our young people to take up different positions within our country so that Jamaica can be great. I wish for all of us a great rest of the day. Have a great day.
Now let's take a journey of the impact that the 2019 Principal of the Year has made to national development.
I can remember the first time when he put his head together to get these things going, because you know the pandemic was really terrible to every school. He started to give out care packages for the students, because these students, most of them are on path and they would be home at this time. Their parents would be going to work too, and there was nothing for them to eat. And most of these students, they are always at school because of the one hot meal that they can. Remember that we are in a rural area, and so they look forward for that. The children came and they picked up their bag from the principal, and they were quite surprised to see what was in the bag. They could have at least 3 meals from that package.
The major changes you have seen on the school compound made by the principal since 2019. Wagwan, talk to us.
Well, firstly, it relates to the aesthetics. The school has continuously improved over the years in the way it looks, and it's become more beautiful to the eyes. Also, the state of the classes has also improved, in my opinion.
In your opinion, we love that word.
The fact that during the COVID pandemic, Mr. Weir still had online classes every single day. We had PTA meetings online as well, online reports. So school was still in session, just not face to face.
Encouraging us as well that the sky is the limit. We should always seek peace and personal excellence.
The taller I become, the further you take my rights away, the faster I will run. You can't deny me, you can't decide to turn your face away. Something inside so strong, I know that I can make it, though you're doing me wrong, so wrong. You thought my pride was gone. softer hear my voice, the louder I will sing. You hide me in the wall of Jericho. Oh, when I will come tumbling. Deny my place. Will shine so brightly it will blind you. Something inside so strong. Something inside. I know that I can make it. 'Cause you're doing me wrong. No, you're doing me wrong. You thought of my pride. I thought my pride was gone.